Wait, I should put this right here, like they used to do in the Tyler Perry movies, and put the wig on top. I should do that. Oh my God! Big up to Shirley Pepsi Riley. Things for my child. Wait, hold on. Let me put some, not that lip gloss. Let me put some lip gloss on. It is my hair day, I think. I don't know. All right, let me get this going. I gotta be me. I gotta be righteous. I gotta be free. I gotta be able to counterattack. I'm keeping it real. All right, so let me just get y'all situated here. We're gonna have a quick conversation with your auntie. Hello, 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 and welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Single Moms Conversations with Kina. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling? I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody's doing good. If you hear some tapping, that is my dog. She goes wherever I go. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in North Carolina, and I did just come from an awesome walk. I had to walk. You got to do sometimes what Spirit tells you to do, and Spirit said, go take a walk. So I took a beautiful walk just around my neighborhood and after breakfast, and I had a little bit of coffee because I'm really trying to wean myself off of coffee. I used to drink a big mug. Let me show you my mug. I used to have it filled all the way up, and I noticed that I was feeling nervous and tense, like, just not relaxed in my chill mode. So I said, you know what? I got too many hormonal things going on. Let me just cut back on coffee just a little bit. So it's been a process, only to find out that coffee does trigger certain things with your hormones and with the adrenaline and all that stuff. So your auntie is on chill, trying to not drink so much coffee for real. But I am going to do a podcast. But the podcast I did yesterday, I listened back. I didn't really like it. And don't be mad at me. It's just I'm so overprotective with you that even if I think I'm coming off too strong, I don't want to post it. I don't. And that's because you ladies have gone through enough, and you don't need your auntie, being rough, right? Now, I talk a lot of mess. Y'all know that. Y'all know how I get down now. But triggering you is not my goal, because all that does is tell your nervous system, hey, we're going to reenact this all over again. And it doesn't help with healing. And that's where I'm at, with us ladies. We have to heal. I get it. I know there's so much more I could be saying about other parents, all these other things. I could be saying so much, and they're all facts, right? Facts is facts. And I do talk about some of the things that shouldn't go on with us. But dwelling on gloom and doom when there's a beautiful life out there for us is hard. I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. And as I told this story a gazillion trillion times, I remember there was a time in my life where I was just so unhappy. Could you imagine everything in your life just being unhappy? Right? I didn't like my couch. I didn't like the dishes. Listen, it's levels to it. Some of us could be unhappy with a job, but we go to a beautiful home. I was living in housing projects. I hated going into that building. I hated the smell of the urine. And yo, this is in the 90s, y'all. So I'm passing through crack valves, everything to get to a place to live that I'm paying for, that I could afford. And I hated going in that building. I hated living in the neighborhood. I didn't like my apartment. I couldn't afford anything. And I just could not stand everything in my life. And I remember I used to listen to My Life by Mary J. Blige, right? I'm from that era. My life, my life, my life, my life, right? When she had them two big blonde braids going down, which was so beautiful. Big up to Misa. And I had just heard that song, and I was like, I don't want this life. Nah, I'm not supposed to. I gotta be happy. And then she used to play, I just want to be happy. And that's all I used to want, was happiness. And that's all I want for you. And I remember when I started getting happy, it was a beautiful thing. And there's nothing that will make me go back to being unhappy. I'm not going to do it. I won't do it. So I know what triggering your nervous system does, especially when it's a traumatic thought or traumatic trauma or what have you. So we don't really bring too much negativity here. The goal is for us to heal so that we can take care of our babies and so that we could change the next generation and the next generation. Exactly. Exactly. You got bigger things to do, right? And if you're stuck in that phase in your life where you just keep dwelling over what happened and what they did to you and what happened and what happened, get yourself some help. They have free help out there where you can speak to a therapist and have her help you work through it. You know, Auntie's not a therapist. I just give the messages that I'm given to give you, right? But there's help out there, right? But we're going to talk about the good things. We're going to talk about situations in life, but I can't trigger you. That's not my job. I'm not there with you, right? I can't trigger you and then I can't come hug you. Like, I don't like that. I just don't. So in the podcast yesterday, I was like, it was a good message, but I know how I could bring it to you so you smiling and you going through it, you thinking about it, but you're not triggered. I know how to do that. I'm a storyteller, y'all. Yeah, y'all know I'm a thug light storyteller. Like, come on, don't do that. Y'all know how I stay. So that's the goal. That's the goal. So y'all are catching Auntie in home mode. And I got to do my hair. It might get done. It might not get done. I don't know. I don't know. Auntie's going through it. I might do it. I might not do it. I don't know. But I wanted to talk to you about just a process that I'm going through right now, right? Now, I like my life a lot, right? I do. I do. I could go into the store, bowling on the budget, and get what I want. I like my life. And that doesn't make you, a person with a great life or a bad life. But I like my life. I'm good. I'm like DeMarco, he's like, I love my life. I'm like that. But there's other levels to my life that I want to get to. Just the same as when I was in the housing project, all I wanted was to have a place that I could walk directly into and maybe go up one floor and go to where I live. See, I was real simple. My goals are simple. Or then it changed to, I just want to drive up and go to my house. I didn't want to have to carry groceries up the stairs, around the stairs, right? And I've done those things. Now I'm at a point where I have to change my mindset because where I'm going, the old Keena can't come. A whole bunch of me can't come this way. So I'm doing my own inner work right now. So when I'm not here, sometimes I'm scripting, I'm manifesting, I'm doing all of that good stuff that works for everybody else, it works for us too. Every time I put my mind to something that I wanted to do, I could do it. And to go to this next level that I want to go on, the Keena from 2008, she got to stay. The Keena from 2009, she can't come. The 36, 37-year-old Keena, I could bring parts of her with me, right? Because my face won't change, y'all. But she can't come. All of her can't come with me to 52-year-old Keena who got levels to it and who want to catapult to other levels, right? I got things to do. So that's my process, right? And I have to train myself not to look back, right? Like in a good book with Lot's wife, right? So that's the goal. That is the ultimate goal, is to not allow myself to revert back to the old Keena so that the new Keena, who is in her process of changing so many different things in my life, right, can thrive and live in this next era of my life. So I say this to you, ladies, what era are you in? And is this the era you want to stay in? Will the old programs, the way you were programmed before, will that be able to go with you to where you're going? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you're thinking. Like I said in my story plenty of times, when I moved the girls up to the mountains, when we moved to the mountains, I could not take old Keena. Old Keena had to stay in Brooklyn. I'm talking to different people all the time, different races, different groups of people. I need to be able to function in this new reality that I made for myself. The new places that you want to go, can the old you function up in that peace where they feel uncomfortable in that peace? Then I said, I got to talk my talk, right? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself and then make change, right? Make change. We are in a beautiful era right now where we have all of this internet, we have all of this, we got information on top of information on top of information right now. There's ways out there for you to learn anything that you want to know so that you can catapult yourself to the new version of yourself. But old girl might not be able to come to your new world. Ah, see, y'all like that? Y'all like that? Auntie stay dropping bars, right? And that's all I wanted to say today. Right? So I'm gonna give myself some time to start cleaning my garage. I'm always cleaning that garage, but I'm really gonna make a dent in that garage today. I got some coursework to do, and I have some personal things for myself to do, including I might get to this here, y'all. I might. These are my braids from last night. I'm not sure, but I just want to give you something to think about. Okay. And once again, ladies, thank you so much for being here, right? Y'all know this is for us and by us. You could be any place else in the world, but you're here rocking with this OG. And if no one has told you that they love you, I want you to know that your auntie loves you with all my heart. And y'all, listen, y'all take care of yourselves. And I will be doing a podcast today. So catch me wherever you find podcasts. All right. Peace.